The quickest, generally most preferred short-term end to one's loneliness is to find one's mate, a spouse, someone to love and someone that will love us back with all our wants. This is everyone's desire. Now I know that some may disagree, but I truly believe that most followers of Jesus want a good marriage that does not depend on sexual satisfaction. After all, when we see our true love of the opposite sex, we are awestruck without sexual desires. Then, out of nowhere, our awe, without our knowledge, combines with our sexual desires for each other, and this perversion of our hearts is mistaken for love. Now we basically no longer love each other. This is why our loneliness's eradication cannot be attained with the modern marriage. Sexual relations with one spouse is a completely separate issue than love in marriage, and those that are married for love and marriage are married for the wrong reasons. For you see, things like Christmas, Easter, running 5-minute miles, and sex always end with old age, eventually. So by my logic, these kinds of things are not only the wrong way to find happiness, they are a great hindrance to finding true happiness and freedom, making our loneliness much worse in the end. It's obvious that us enlightened Westerners, with all our freedoms and rights, are shooting ourselves in the foot. I don't like the thought of mom and dad choosing my wife for me, but that system seems to work quite well. What it really boils down to is honor thy mother and father, and they really are the final say when it comes to their children getting married. That is, if all parties involved are followers of Jesus. If not, then anything goes. Anything goes because we have been taught that we can take charge of our own lives when we turn 18. Now please listen and understand. God Himself may bring a male and female together, and these two will absolutely know that God, and not themselves, is the one that brought them together. In this case, mom and dad, if they are involved, will submit to God's will. Let's consider Adam and Eve. Adam named all the animals, and while doing this, he was looking for his wife, even though he didn't know what one would look like. He knew that he was a male, and he knew that he was alone, and he knew these things simply by seeing the animals, the male and his female. The point is, Adam finally gave up on trying to find a wife. Then, when God saw that Adam would probably die of loneliness before he cursed God and died by eating the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, God decided that it was time to give Adam a wife. Then God put Adam in a deep sleep, took a rib, and made Adam's life mate. Adam did not seek out Eve. The Lord God brought Eve to Adam after he quit trying to find her. It's a hard thing to do when it comes to trusting God to solve our loneliness. But if we allow Him to, He will. And the Lord God knows the best solution for His people. Some God makes eunuchs, others make themselves eunuchs, and others are made eunuchs by men. Trust God, whatever His will may be. He will give you the faith to be a eunuch, or you will know the joy of marriage. But before you know the joy of marriage, you must be a eunuch. Give up like Adam did, and allow God to do the work. It'll only cost you a rib.